Hello 10th standard students, o genki desu ka? Saigo made mite kudasai ne. I'm making this content to discuss the sample paper of Japanese language which was released by CBSE. I hope it will help you not only in your board exams but also in future when you start conversing with the native Japanese people. Let us see the question paper now. The question paper is divided into 4 sections A, B, C and D, and each section is for 10 marks. Section A has unseen passage, section B and C have grammar, and section D has kanji. Maximum marks will be 40. Without any delay, let us go through the questions one by one. In section A, we have the reading comprehension passage. Let us read and understand the passage first. Boku no Oba-chan. This is the heading. Let's see what is there inside the frame. Boku no Oba-chan wa 88 歳で元気です。一人で住んでいます。おばあちゃんは病院に友達がたくさんいますから、天気がいいとき、when the weather is good, 友達に会いに行きます。天気が悪いとき、足がとても痛いですから、病院へ行きません。去年、おばあちゃんが私の家へ来ました。私が歌を歌いました。おばあちゃんが日本の古い話をしました。そしてパンとお菓子をあげました。私はおばあちゃんがとても好きです。今年もおばあちゃんに会いたいです。So this is the paragraph. So what have you understood from this? If you translate it, it is something like this. My grandmother is 88 years old and is fine. She lives alone. She has many friends in the hospital. And when the weather is good, she goes to meet her friends. But when the weather is bad, due to severe pain in the legs, she doesn't go to the hospital. Last year, she came to my house. I sang a song. And she told me about old things related to Japan. And she gave me bread and Japanese sweets or candy. I like my grandmom very much. Even this year, I want to meet her. Okay, so now the first question is, おばあちゃんは誰と住んでいますか? Whom is she living with? Let's see the answers A, B, C, D. The answer is hitoride, which is alone, which is option B. Do you know why? A is kazoku, which is family. C is tomodachi, which is friend. And D is okasan, which is mother. So the correct answer is option B. Let us go to the second question now. The second question is, おばあちゃんの友達がどこにいますか? Where are her friends? The answer is 病院, which is hospital, which is option A. B is 家の近く, which is near the house. C is どこもいません, which means not present anywhere or present nowhere. And D is 私の家, which is my house. So what do you think is the correct option? The correct answer is option A. Now let us go to the third question. The third question is, おばあちゃんは何をあげましたか? What did she give? The answer is パンとお菓子, which is bread and sweets. In Japanese, okashi also means candy. So the option is C. A is juice, B is burger, and D is pan, dake, which means only bread. She didn't give only bread, right? She gave bread and sweets or candy. That is okashi and pan. Since she gave pan and okashi, the correct answer is option C. Let us go to the fourth question. The fourth question is, Tenki ga warui toki oba-chan wa tomodachi ni aimasu ka? Does she meet her friends when the weather is bad? The answer is Iie, aimasen. Which is, no, she doesn't meet. Which is option A. B is hai, aimasu. Which is, yes, she meets. C is tokidoki aimasu. Which is, sometimes she meets. And D is itsumo aimasu. Which is, she always meets. Since she doesn't meet her friends when the weather is bad, the correct answer is option A. Let us see the fifth question. The fifth question is, Oba-chan wa oikutsu desu ka? Oikutsu also means nansai. That is, how old is she? What is her age? The answer is 88 sai. That is 88, which is option C. A is hatachi, which is 20. B is hassai, which is 8. And D is hassen, which is 8,000. Since she is 88 years old, the correct answer is option C. Let us go to the next passage. "30 年前に私の町に銀行も駅も病院もありませんでした。私の家から学校まで歩いて1時間かかりました。バスもありませんでした。雪がたくさん降りました。毎日は大変でした。友達と山で遊びました。動物がたくさんいました。友達と川で魚をたくさん取りました。楽しかったです。今、私の町に銀行も駅も病院もあります。高いビルもあります。バスもたくさんあります。でも山の動物はいません。川の魚もいません。今の町はつまらないです。So what have you understood from this? If you translate it, it is something like this. 30 years ago, in my city, there were no banks, no railway stations, and no hospitals. It took 1 hour by walk from my house to my school. There was no bus too. It snowed a lot. Every day we had a hard time. I used to play with my friends in the mountains. There were many animals. Along with my friends, I used to catch many fish in the river. It was fun. Now in my city, there is bank, railway station, and also hospital. There are tall buildings too. There are many buses too. But there are no animals in the mountains. And there is no fish in the river. The present city is boring. Let us go to question number 6. どうして30年前は大変でしたか? Why was it hard? Difficult time 30 years ago? The answer is there were no banks, railway stations, and hospitals, which is option C. A is 病院も銀行もバスもありましたから, which means because there were hospitals and banks and buses. B is 動物がいましたから, which means because there were animals. D is 学校がありませんから, which means there is no school. So the correct answer is option C. Let us see the question number 7. 30年前、友達と何をしましたか? What did you do with your friends 30 years ago? The answer is 友達と山で遊びました。そして友達と川で魚をたくさん取りました。Which is option B. A is 一緒に勉強しました which means studied together. C テレビを見ました which means watched television. And D is 映画を見ました which means saw a movie. So the correct answer is option B. Let us go to question number 8. 30年前はどうやって学校へ行きましたか？ How did you go to school 30 years ago? How here refers to the transport. The answer is aruite, which means by walk, which is option B. A is Shinkansen. Obviously, Shinkansen was not there. C is takushi, which is taxi, and D is kuruma, which is car. So the correct answer is option B. Let us go to the next passage. This is a short passage, but you will have to do some calculation in maths. See, CBSE is checking your basic maths and Japanese board paper. Don't worry, it is simple. So the passage goes like this. 私は毎朝歌の練習をします。今朝の練習は9時から1時間でした。山田さんと山本さんが来ませんでした。ヤスミンさんは30分遅く来ました。So what have you understood from this? If you translate it, it is something like this. Every morning, I practice singing songs. This morning, the practice was from 9 a.m. and it was for 1 hour. Yamada-san and Yamamoto-san did not come. Yasumin-san wa, yes, it was 30 minutes late. So let us see question number 9. Yasumin-san wa nanji ni kimashita ka? What time did Yasumin-san come? Here you need to do some calculation. 30 minutes late, but the class was from 9. Was supposed to start from 9, which means Yasumin-san came at 9:30. How do you say 9:30 in Japanese? You can say kuji sanjuppun. The other way of saying is kuji ha. A is kuji, which means 9 o'clock. B is juji, which means 10 o'clock. 10 is juji. D is juji-han, which means 10:30. So the correct answer is option C, that is 9:30 kuji-han. Here han means half of 1 hour, which is 30 minutes. So the correct answer is option C. Now let us see question number 10. 誰が練習に来ませんでしたか? Who did not come for the practice? B is Yamada-san dake, which means only Yamada-san. C is Yasumin-san. D is Watashi, which is myself. But I was the one who was practicing, right? So the correct answer is option A, that is both Yamada-san and Yamamoto-san. Next, let us see question number 11. 何人が休みましたか? How many people were absent? A is 1, B is 3, C is 4, and D is 2. As you saw in the previous question, only 2 of them were absent, that is Yamada-san and Yamamoto-san. So the correct answer is option D. Now let us go to section B and read the paragraph. 私は月曜日から金曜日まで働きます。朝6時に起きて夜11時寝ます。So what is going to come here? The correct answer is goro, which is around, which is option D. 11時頃 means around 11 p.m. So let us continue. とても疲れます。朝ごはんと昼ごはんはパンやミルクなどです。晩ごはんは作って食べます。時々買って食べます。So what is going to come here? The correct answer is 時々, which is option A. As you can see in the next sentence, it has 時々. 時々買って食べます. Which means sometimes I buy and eat. So the previous sentence will have 時々作って食べます, which means sometimes I cook and eat. Did you understand? Let us continue. 大変忙しいですから、週末を待ちます。週末は遅くまで寝ます。起きてからダッシュ新聞を読みます。So what is going to come here? The correct answer is ゆっくり, which is option C. ゆっくり means slowly taking one's own time. Why? Because it is Shumatsu, which is weekend. You have all the time in the world. And so you read the newspaper slowly. Did you get it? So let us continue. 好きな昼ご飯を作ります。友達が家へ来ます。一緒に昼ご飯を食べます。映画を見ます。それからモールへ行ってダッシュ。So what is going to come here? The correct answer is 遊びます, which is to play around and have fun and enjoy in the mall, which is option C. Let us continue. とても楽しいです。夜は家族に電話をかけます。母といろいろ話します。週末はとても大切です。私たちはとても忙しいですから、友達や家族と話す時間が全然ありません。週末のおかげでみんなに会えます。私はいつも週末を待っています。あなたもダッシュ。What is going to come here? The correct answer is 待っていますか? Are you also waiting for the weekend? Which is option A. Now let us go to the next question. Two people, Neha and Yuki, are having a conversation. You have to choose the suitable words following the conversation which is happening between them. Neha says, いい映画でしたね. Yuki says, 私は家族をダッシュ. So what is going to come here? The correct answer is 思い出しました, which means to remember or recall, which is option B. Let us continue. Neha says, ご家族は So basically she's asking about the family. She's inquiring about the family. Yuki says, dash. So what is going to come here? Neha is inquiring about Yuki's family. The correct answer is Ryoshin to Ototo desu, which is option A. B is ruled out because teacher and student are not a part of the family. C is also not correct because Okasan, which is mother, is a part of Ryoshin, which is parents. Ryoshin means both father and mother. D is also not correct because teacher is not a part of the family. Did you understand? Let us continue. Neha says, どちらにいらっしゃいますか? Yuki says, 大阪に dash. What is going to come here? The correct answer is 住んでいます, which is staying, which is option A. Actually, if you see B and D, both are 休んでいます. C is 読んでいます. The answer is A. Let us go to question number 20. Here you have to choose the odd one out. The correct answer is table. Table. This is the correct pronunciation, which is option C, as all others are electronic gadgets. Next is 21. The correct answer is baga. This is written in katakana, so you can immediately find out. This is option C. All others are in hiragana. But also different varieties of Japanese cuisine. Burger doesn't actually belong to Japanese cuisine. It has come from the West. Next is question number 22. The correct answer is ichijikan, which means 1 hour, and is option D. It is different from other time frames like last week, next year, and this month. Now let us go to question number 23. This is easy to identify. Only genki, which is option C, is not a verb. All others are verbs. So the correct answer is option C. Now let us go to section C. Question number 24. Kino benkyou dash owatte kara tomodachi dash atte eiga dash mimashita. Do you remember when to use particle O? Here it is between eiga and mimashita. So the correct answer is option A. Next we will go to 25. Nihonbashi dash toke dash kai dash ikimasu. Here the particle O is between toke and kai. Toke is watch. Clock actually. Ude toke is wristwatch. And kai, which is to buy, purchase. And for the place of action, you have to use de. Also, do you remember kaimono ni ikimasu, where ni shows the purpose? Here the correct answer is option C. Let's go to question number 26. IMC ni kono report o dash ka? Sugu dash kudasai. What is going to come here? The correct answer is okurimashou and okutte kudasai. Okutte kudasai is in the te form of okurimasu, which is option A. Next is question number 27. Midori Toshokan no denwa bango o dash ka? Iie dash. What is going to come here? The correct answer is shitte imasu ka? Iie shirimasen, which is option C. Generally, when asking about a place or phone number, etc., people in Japan ask by using gozonji desho ka, gozonji desu ka. This is very polite. But I think you will learn these later on. Anyways, the negative of shirimasu is shirimasen, and the correct answer is option C. Next is question number 28. Kodomo wa osake o dash ii desu ka? Iie dash ikemasen. What is going to come here? The correct answer is nonde mo ii desu ka? Iie nonde wa ikemasen, which is option B. Please remember the form te mo ii desu ka? Hanashite mo ii desu ka? Nonde mo ii desu ka? Tabete mo ii desu ka? It's very useful. Basically, you are asking the permission. Can I speak? Can I eat? Can I drink? It's very useful even in practical life. Next, we'll go to question number 29. Okane o dash kara dash ri ikimasu. What will come here? The correct answer is oroshite kara kaimono ni ikimasu. What is oroshimasu? To withdraw. Yeah, from the ATM. And kaimono is shopping. Obviously, if you have money only, then you will go for shopping, right? So the answer is option B. I will withdraw money and after that I will go for shopping. That's why it is te kara, oroshite kara. Let us go to question number 30. Mira-san wa atama ga dash dash hito desu. What is going to come here? The correct answer is yokute genki na hito desu, which is option A. E and yoi are the same, which mean good, but you have to connect the two sentences using the te form. And also remember that genki is a na adjective. Next, let us go to question 31 to 34. Question number 31. Ima atarashii keitai ga dash hoshii desu. The correct answer is ichiban hoshii. What is that which you want the most? That is ichiban hoshii, which is option A. Question number 32. Tempura to gyudon dash How do you place an order? You do so by saying onegai shimasu. After the food which you have ordered has come, you can say arigato. So the correct answer here is option B. Question 33. Hai, dash o machi kudasai. You must have heard of skoshi o machi kudasai. Very commonly used, right? The other word is sho, which also means a little. Usually in the restaurants, when you are asked to wait, they will say sho, o machi kudasai. Even at the reception, at the customer's place, generally somebody will come and ask you to wait for some time. They will say sho o machi kudasai. So the correct answer here is option B. Question number 34. Dash yukkuri hanashite kudasai. In an earlier question too, the word yukkuri came. I hope you remember. It means slowly. When you want to say a little more, you use mo skoshi. So the correct answer here is option B. It's not mo sugu, it's not ichidomo, it's not atode. Okay, so now we come to the section D, which is testing your kanji. Question number 35. The correct answer is Saiyu, which is option B. 36 is Minami, which is option B. 36 is option C. I'm sorry. Question number 35 is B. 36 is Minami, which is C. 37 is Ushiro, which is B. 38 is Gozen, which is option A. 39 is Tenki, which is option C. Be careful, A is Denki, which is electricity. Then we'll come down to 40. The correct answer is Tozai. You must have heard of Tozai Namboku. These are also the railway lines in Japan. They have Tozai-sen, Namboku-sen, Yamanote-sen, and so on. Anyway, here for 40, the answer is B. 41. The correct answer is Jume, which is option A. 42. The correct answer is Ninki, which is option C. It's not Hitoki, it is Ninki, which means popular. Next, we come to the last page to see the questions. Starting from 43 to 50. 43 is C. 44 is A. 45 is C. 46 is B. 47 is C. 48 is B. 49 is C. And 50 is D. When there are two kanjis like the ones given in 49, 48 and 50, you should check the combination. For example, in 50 they have given ba, sha, which is horse and vehicle, horse plus vehicle. And in 48 you have kingyo, which is gold and fish. So that's it. It was a long video, and I sincerely hope it helps all of you who are preparing for your board exams. Kanji may be a little difficult initially, but once you get the hang of it and are able to identify certain patterns, I'm sure you will find it interesting. Anyways, do let me know in your comments if you have any questions or if you want to learn anything in particular. Thank you for watching and all the best. Ganbatte kudasai ne.